Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Gundam GP04 Gebera suit, and as you can see from the artwork it looks absolutely stunning, and this is from the RE1100 line. And if you're not sure how scale works with the 1100, what it basically means is this suit is 100 times smaller than the actual suit would be in real life. And if you want to see what a real Gundam suit looks like in real life, if you Google images and type in RX-78, in Japan there is a life-size Gundam RX-78, and you know, I wish at some stage in my lifetime I actually go to Japan and something like that is what I'd like to see. But anyway, that's just going over scale there, for if you didn't know what the 1100 stands for. But let's have a look at some of the side box art, and as you can see it's a stunning looking suit. And the RE line of kits look almost as good as MG kits. You don't have the detailed inner frame, but in most cases you're never going to see the inner frame once it's built anyway. But they're as easy to put together pretty much as a HG kit, so you've got all the detail of a master grade kit, but the complexity is similar to a high grade kit, a HG kit, which is brilliant for novices. So this kit, if you're thinking of getting a kit as your first kit, this would be an ideal kit to pick up. Pretty straightforward to put together. I will be doing a painting tutorial on this, but I'm going to do this very basic for novices. I'm going to be using panel line markers, I'm going to be using freehand painting, and I'm only going to be doing a limited amount of airbrush work just on the runners really. I know some people sometimes say that that's not the best way to paint, and I do agree, but I want to paint this up as if a novice has just got hold of this kit and they're going to do some really basic work to make it go from what looks like a nice kit to a really nice kit in some really simple straightforward techniques. So whoops, show you the other side of the box there, and as you can see it looks really awesome. This is one of my favourite looking suits that I've picked up so far, so I can't wait to get started on it. What I'm going to do now guys is just quickly cut the video, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the runners, or the sprues if you like, that come in the box. Okay, so let's have a look first of all at the manual. And on the very first page we've got our runner list, and then we can see the sub-assemblies that we're going to work on first of all. So starting off with the body unit, then the head, then the arms, and then the legs, and then the backpack, and then last of all the weapons. And it's going to show you the steps involved to actually building the body. As you can see, the very first steps 1-1 there, what to cut out from the frames, A13, A12 and B23. So even though these manuals are in Japanese, they're really easy to follow along with if you don't speak Japanese, so don't be put off by the fact that the manual will be in Japanese. All the parts are in English and numbered, so super easy to follow the guides there. And towards the back of the manual we can see we've got our decal page, where to put the decals on. We've got a bit of artwork on the back, and also at the bottom, if you do want to paint the kits, it just goes over some of the colours that you can paint the kits in. But we'll start off with the first runner or sprue. So we've got effect parts. These are for the beam sabers. Think of them like giant lightsabers from Star Wars, so they're the effect parts for that. We've got a runner with inner frame detail. If I can just take the camera down a little bit and zoom in, you can see some really nice detail on that runner. We've got some of the waist section there, some of the shoulder joints I believe, and some magazines that will clip onto the gun and possibly part of the shield there. The next one, and here we've got the gun, the guns I should say, and some of the hands there. Zoom out a little bit guys so we get more of the frame on camera. Some really nice detail there, and got some more inner frame detail here on this sprue. Now to save time I'm going to be painting, when I do paint, all of the inner frame parts with Alclad's dark aluminium, I believe, so it should look really nice. And then here we've got some of those really big fuel tanks that go on the backpack. It's part of the backpack, I believe. Okay, we've got the shield there, some of the waist armour down there. I think that's part of the chest, part of the head up there. It's really nice. These here are called polycaps, and they're like rubber guys. These are what you use for the joints. So you pop your parts into these polycaps and it allows for articulation. So these are really important to the kit, and definitely different to what you've been used to working on if you've only worked on 40k kits before. So they're the polycaps. Got some lovely blue frame detail. Now I absolutely love the actual colour scheme that this comes with, so that's the reason why I'm not going to paint each and individual part off the runner and change the colour scheme. I'm just going to keep it simple, and we're going to just varnish these once we've finished, and we're going to get rid of that plasticky look. But you'll see that in the painting tutorial that'll be coming up over the next 2 or 3 weeks hopefully. But we've got some lovely detail there. And here you can see that using a grey panel liner, I just tested out my new panel lining pen, and you can see just using a panel lining pen, from that to that, instantly the detail just starts jumping out, and that'll be something that we'll be working on in the tutorial. But that's the runner C, so we've got some of the leg detail armour there and some of the tanks. We've got another effects part. Now this attaches to the gun and it looks really cool. And we've got a duplicate runner C here with the fuel tanks again and some of the leg armour for the Gebera there. And that's all the runners. Guys, I get quite a lot of messages on my Facebook account. I'm going to put a link down below to my Facebook for anyone that's not liked my Facebook page and want to do so, about the Gunpla kits. And I'm overwhelmed by how many people say, you know, I've just got my first Gunpla kit, really enjoyed it, thanks for showing it on your channel. If there's one thing that I can strongly recommend you guys checking out there, is try something new, try something different. In the future I think I'm going to try some World War II 135 scale tanks. Some of the guys over at the Spec Mod forum there, some of their work really inspires me. And if you've never tried a Gunpla kit before, guys, go and check one out. Start with a HG kit or start with one of the RE 100 lines, and let me know what you think. I'm always grateful to hear back from you guys to let me know what you think of my videos, and also whether you actually get into it yourself and what you found. So put a comment down in the comments box below. If you've got any questions or queries, go over to my Facebook account and you can send me a private message and I'll reply to you that way. And yeah, don't forget to tickle the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.